Hello, people of the internet. How is all doing? Today I'm talking about something that's familiar to Ireland, and asking for bailouts. That's the best thing to say. So the last time Ireland, any company in Ireland or any business like the banks collapsed, asked for the government to give them the money back. I think it was so much money that had to go to the European Union to ask them down, and they're being bankrupt and absolutely broken completely in 2008 because the bikes collapsed and nobody watched the bikes what they were doing. So fair enough there. And obviously now we have the Irish Football Association, the IFA. Yes. So, they asked for 80 million. Yes, it's very reasonable amount. 80 million, yeah, 80 million from the government to fund them back. And I have to give Shane Ross credit, the Minister for Sports. I have to give him very big credit for this. He said no. He said no. They said no, they won't fund them. Which is great. I have to say, because the country would be bankrupt. If they went and give them 80 million. My good God. And especially if they go, like, they want the people to pay it. Like, the thing I found interesting about the IFA and, the Irish Football Association, the GAA and the rest of that, is that this, it costs a bomb to get into Croke Park for any match. It cost, like, one time I remember my uncle was going and he paid €30 for a ticket for himself, and then he had to pay for his two friends. Like, that's 30 and 30 and 30. Three trees is 6, 7, 8, 9. That's €90. I think so. Well, maybe I'm wrong. It might be a bit wrong. Maths is never my great thing. But it's a lot of money, and I even know from the pictures down here that the pay for a match is nearly €30 for one person. Like, good God, and they're asking for bailouts. Where does the money go? That's the question. Like, good Jesus Christ almighty. I know the GEA and the IFL are different things, but my good, like, no, it's ridiculous. Like, good God almighty. And they're asking for the money from the only people of Ireland to pay back them for their misunderstandings or whatever they were doing. I don't know. They were doing something shady anyway. I'm not going to lie. We don't know the full story. I say the government knows the full story, but at least Shane Moss has a bit of balls and a bit of cop on not to give them 80 million. Like, at least they have a bit of sense. If that was Leo Frank, if Leo Frank was Minister for Sports, he'd just bankrupt the country. Let's be honest. But at least Shane Ross has a bit of, at least I'd give him credit for that. That he didn't, they say, we're going to pay you out. You know what, they should just let it collapse and die, to be honest, the IFA, Irish Football Association, because, asking the people, like, out of all things, can they not just wait and hope that maybe, they might just own it back somehow. Let's be honest, like, sending the Irish team off to other countries, like to Europe, the Euro Cup, the World Cup, not the World Cup, I can't think of it now, but to tournaments across Europe, and they don't do well at all. Last time they said to the France, they done very well in France. They cost the Irish taxpayer a bomb, but they done extremely well. People were very happy with them, but sending them away to other countries, and they don't do too well. Let's be honest, Ireland doesn't have the best Irish football team that they could have. Obviously, Gibraltar could beat them sometimes, and that's very bad if Gibraltar could beat you. But yeah, it's like a fair play to Shane Ross, I have to say. 80 million of a bailout, like, my good Jesus Christ. You think this country was made out of money. I know we say we have pots of gold and everything like that, but Jesus Christ, like, think about it. The IFA, like, they want to fund the Football Association, and there's people lying in the streets. I would, if I was the chief executive of the Irish football, I would rather starve to death than ask the government that's, trying to build houses, trying to build social houses, trying to put people in the house. I would rather starve. I'd rather starve myself than ask the government for funding for anything like that. But that's just me. But anyway, thanks for the God. Hopefully, please God, they're not stupid enough, the government, to give them the money and just basically just give them what they want. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye.